The man, the myth, the legend, Dax. The YouTube rapper known as Dax. Interesting man. I used to actually listen to like two of his songs back in 2019. I think it was if I'm not no, that was Tory Lanez, wrong person.
Dax is a rapper who came into the YouTube rap scene at the perfect time. Mumble rap was coming out, and in retaliation, many people flocked to the self-proclaimed
why do I be getting ads like 15 seconds into the videos, bro? I'm not getting YouTube Plus. Never. You will never get me to pay for YouTube.
that lived on YouTube. However, that style quickly became very corny.
I didn't know Deji was part of that. I did not know Deji was a part of that.
As many music listeners embraced the mumble rappers coming out at the time. The lyrical rappers on YouTube began dying out quickly, but somehow Dax was able to double down on this style, and despite many people thinking it was very corny, he was able to turn that around into a successful career. And this is how he did it. Also, if you like music, make sure to subscribe. I'm going to be posting a video every Sunday at 12 p.m. CST, so feel free to stick around.
So I would use different tactics in order to like prepare myself for the next jump, the next move, all that stuff. So
in 2016, Dax released his first song to YouTube called One Dance Spoken Word. See, Dax had been writing poetry for fun on the side, but after one of his basketball teammates said he liked it.
Damn, that nigga looks so young. Damn. Why that nigga look so young? Goddamn.
Dax decided to start making music. In late 2016, he continued releasing songs, spoken word, and remixes of other songs like Designer's Timmy Turner. But he really caught...
That was such a great song. I know people thought it was so like devil worshipped, but it was such a great song.
His big break in February of 2017 when he released the song Catch Me Outside, which was a play on the popular meme at the time that was started by Danielle Bergoli. This video blew up and is currently sitting at 22 million views. Dax was quickly able to figure out that taking advantage of trendy topics and trending songs was a strength he needed to play to. He started remixing tons of hot songs like Look at Me by XXXTentacion, Mask Off by Future, and Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. His videos are almost like a time capsule of old YouTube, because there's no crazy...
I remember that She Cheated song. I remember that song. And I remember Dear X. And I remember the Hit 'Em Up. You know what's actually crazy? He still does this. I actually seen him do that to the Eminem song.
Production or special effects. It's just a guy rapping over someone else's beat on camera. He also released his own original music, but that didn't always do as well. One of the things that really helped Dax garner a fan base was his lyrical ability. Dax was a good rapper. There's no debating that. He could rhyme good and rap fast. But at the time, this style of rap was in high demand, and that's because something else was going on in the mid.
No hate towards that type of rap. But don't nobody want to hear. Oh, hate.
2010s. Rappers like Lil Uzi, Lil Yachty, Kodak Black, Playboi Carti, Lil Pump, and all of those other guys were blowing up in this decade. They made a different style of rap that was much less focused on lyrics and more so focused on the production and overall vibe of the song. This led to a big divide in the rap community, with a lot of people loving it, while a lot of others were upset that rap seemed to be departing from its lyrical roots. Then the term mumble rap began floating around the internet, being used to mock these new artists who weren't real lyricists. And almost in retaliation to the
they may not have been real lyricists, but they were dropping some heat. Tunnel Vision was hard. 7 a.m. was hard. One Night was hard. Who else was there? Boss was hard. Water was hard. And I'm gonna be honest, I can only say Woke Up because, bro, all the others, I'm gonna be honest, every other Cardi song that was released around that time was leaks. Not really leaks, but like shit that I don't know.
used to mock these new artists who weren't real lyricists. And almost in retaliation to the mumble rap era, the lyrical YouTube rapper era was born. To clarify, I'm not talking about people like Jake Paul or Rice Gum. Instead, I'm referring to people like Crypt, Gone, Quideka, Dax of course, and others like that. There was even a song called Death to Mumble Rap, which I think sums up this era pretty well in and of itself.
Because you're rapping fast doesn't mean that you're saying something.
That's you! That's you!
These YouTubers were able to capitalize on people's hunger for real lyricism and fast flows, which led to a ton of new artists blowing up on YouTube. Dax, one of the leading figures in this movement, was able to benefit from the massive amount of attention that scene was receiving. Before corny tracks like Death to Mumble Rap came out, the scene was honestly fun and well received for a while. And right in the middle of it was Dax. He continued releasing music consistently,
I remember that
growing his
white
fan
dude in the
base.
beard.
He was working with artists like OT Genesis, Futuristic, and
Remember him.
Hobson when releasing his original music, and also continued releasing his remixes. Dax was able to use the YouTube algorithm and trends to his advantage to blow up.
Or I can do what I gotta do to gain an audience, and once they come to my shit, they'll see,
How
oh
old is
man, this
Dax?
motherfucker is actually talented. So I'm like, hey, you know, this YouTube route is good. I don't want to be a YouTuber, but I can use my skills to make songs and diss tracks on some of these guys to where the songs still sound like actual songs, but they're diss tracks at the same time.
After posting something like a remix or a diss track, he would follow up with his own original music, hoping to get the attention of followers who were into the more trendy stuff.
Put out a diss track, I'd throw one of my own songs in there. You know, for example, like people don't understand, like I Want is a hit song. It's almost got 3 million views, you know what I mean? So that's like another, you know, hit right there. So I would use different tactics in order to like prepare myself for the next jump, the next move, all that stuff. So
Dax proceeded to go on a bit of a hot streak with songs like She Cheated Again, Rap
Remember
God
that?
Kill
Remember
Shot
that?
Freestyle, and more,
Remember that?
racking in millions of views on every track. He also had a brief back and forth with KSI after they both took a
remember
shot
that.
at each other in their songs. For a time during the YouTube rapper era, KSI was one of the top dogs. Not necessarily because his music was good, but just because he had a big fan base. And when KSI went on a podcast with rapper Randolph and Mini Minter, he took some shots at Dax and called him corny.
I mean, I guess there's Dax, but like,
I didn't know him. That's it.
I mean, but he's the poor man's Hobson, and Hobson is the poor man's Eminem.
And
So
Eminem
why
is
would
the poor man's Kendrick.
and Eminem's the poor man's
I don't
Kendrick.
think
So
that, just so you
why
know.
would anyone want to?
That is disrespect. That's not even true. I wouldn't say that. I only look like that because a white dude said it. But nah, bro. With the Eminem and Kendrick thing, all the other stuff, I can't have a take on because I don't listen to Dax. And even then, around this time, I wasn't even in tune with Dax. I wasn't in tune with any of these niggas, to be honest. I wasn't in tune with KSI. Bro, I don't know his name. I'm still not in tune.
Listen to a poor man's poor man.
Like I said, this resulted in them taking some shots at one another, which in reality just helped Dax grow and get more attention. KSI actually clowned on Dax on his channel multiple times,
Damn.
putting millions of eyes on Dax,
I'm not gonna
although
lie,
it was in
Dax
a
is
bit more of a negative light. It seems like the
laughing at
views got to
Dax.
his head, because in January of 2019, he got into a bit of a beef with the rapper Crypt, which really made people
I
think
remember that.
differently of Dax.
And I encourage anybody in that situation to do the same thing. I'm gonna teach my son the same thing, because at the end of the day, man, social media is convincing too many people to act tough when they don't need to.
In January of 2019, the song Four Horsemen with Crypt, Dax, Quideka, and Screw was released. The song has over 4 million views on YouTube and was super popular among fans. But behind the scenes, Dax was acting like he was too good for everyone else on the song. He even sneak dissed them in the song, saying 3 people on a song with a goat, acting like everyone else was beneath him. It was clear that Dax was becoming full of himself. About a month later, Crypt revealed how Dax was kind of being lazy with his verse and talking behind his back about how whack the song was.
It's like, why aren't you sharing this song? And the thing that irritates me the most,
Jesus Christ, that's a paragraph to some more shit. My G, when I had 50k subs and I put a video out, I would spend literally days spending it manually to thousands of people, myself on all platforms with individual messages that had their very specific handle in it, so it was personalized. Even at 1 million subs, I will send out thousands of video clips for kids to post myself. I had a song with OT Genesis. That nigga didn't say a shit about it. First song I did with Osman. That nigga didn't say shit about it. I took that home and made it blow myself. Never even asked them niggas to share it. Every kid who's ever complained to me about not sharing a feature is the same kids who don't end up doing shit. I didn't share Four Horsemen because it wasn't something I wanted to share. I didn't like or believe in that song at all. It's fucked up.
is that he said he didn't like the song or believe in it at all. Even though like, he's telling me in messages that it's fire and that it's legendary, he's excited.
Okay, bet. Excited. Email me finished song so I can save to my drive. Oh, fuck. Damn.
For the video to drop, send me the song so I can put it in my drive, but then behind my back saying that he doesn't like the song at all, doesn't believe in it, the video and audio is not up to quality and all this other shit. It's like, bro, if you don't like the fucking song, tell me. I'm a man, okay? I am a fucking man. Tell me.
This for sure. For a minute.
Most game for your buck at Cider.
I didn't know that.
Situation really changed people's perspective on Dax. People began to pick up on the lines in his songs that made him seem cocky. Like when he said, "I promise I'm gonna be one of the biggest in about a year. I promise I'll win a Grammy. I promise I'll win an Oscar." After becoming one of the largest people in the YouTube rapper scene, he thought he was better than everyone. The lyrical side of the YouTube rapper era culminated, in my opinion, in the YouTube ciphers that were put together by Crypt. These ciphers featured Crypt alongside many other popular.
I remember this. No Life Shack was in one of them. I didn't know that. I only remember this because I remember Dante was in one of these. I don't remember which one it was. Oh no, it's the one up top, guys. It's the one up top that says I'm Dante. Yeah, my goal was had the most viewed one. All the other ones got 2 million. My goal got 4. Fuck you talking about?
There are YouTube rappers like Randolph, Screw, Mac Lethal, Quideka, and many more. Even I'm Dante was on one of the tracks back when he was putting out music. And one person that was consistent
When he was putting out music. Hear that, Dante?
more. Even I'm Dante was on one of the tracks back when he was putting out music. And
Back when he was putting out music. Get back in the stew, nigga.
one person that was consistently mentioned in the second one was Dax, dissed by pretty much everyone in the cypher. His reputation had been severely damaged after he switched up on his collaborators and was acting like he was way too good to
I didn't
work
know
with
they dissed him.
He had the whole community against him for a period of time. The YouTube rap scene was small though, and none of them were really involved with mainstream rappers, until Dax decided to take a shot at Tory Lanez.
But then, I mean, I don't know who gassed.
Wait. I was right. Wait. I was right. Wait, I was right. They did beef. Tory Lanez and Dax did beef. Oh my god, I remember that. Tory Lanez made one of the hardest diss tracks against that nigga, boy. I remember that. I remember watching Dante react to that. Okay, I was right.
Oh, but he just bit way more. And I mean, I don't know who gassed this up, but he just
he said
way
hard.
more
Okay.
than he could chew and decided to go for Tory Lanez. Yes, you heard that right. It's Dax decided to make a diss track on Tory Lanez.
It wasn't for no reason, because
The best
Tory
rapper
had
alive
tweeted
right now.
out that he was the best rapper alive and that he would body anyone else out. So Dax saw this as a challenge.
And it's crazy. Wait. They did have beef, but I was thinking of the Jordan Lucas. Jordan Lucas and Tory Lanez was the main beef like situation thing. Dax and Tory Lanez, there was beef there, but I think Tory like pressed him. Like I think he did. I'm not sure.
And in February of 2019 released the diss track I'm Not Joyner or Don Q. The diss track was essentially the mantra of the YouTube rap era, as Dax was criticizing Tory for not making music about anything of substance. But this didn't sit well with Tory, who actually ran into Dax outside of a club and decided to press him, forcing him to apologize.
I was right.
Come here, this shit, or this shit's not gonna end, my. Or this shit's not gonna end. Apologize, bro. Apologize, bro. Or you know what's going on. Apologize, my. Apologize. I got you, bro. Apologize. Say sorry. My bad for the Say sorry.
Damn, got bitched. Ooh, I never seen this. I mean, I heard about it. I didn't hear about it at the time. It took like a few years for me to see it. Maybe like a year or two. I don't know when this shit happened, but like, oh fuck, bruh. Damn, that's.
Sorry, G. Alright, bet. I got you.
The situation was pretty embarrassing for Dax. He had his pride hurt and was forced to apologize to Tory on camera. They both were later interviewed on this topic.
You gonna have to shoot me down, nigga. I know your short ass ain't gonna do it. I know your short 5'2" ass ain't gonna do shit.
And Dax gave his side of the story.
Sitting on the car like tired of this shit. Just like,
Right. And so, what was going through your head when he was like telling you to apologize? Because that must
this
have
is
felt
what
like
was going through my head. And I think
obviously,
that's
you're not
the-
really sorry. So that's the
you know what
first
I mean?
important thing.
This is what's going through my head.
Nigga didn't even say. Nigga didn't even disagree. That nigga said, "You know what I mean?" That nigga didn't even disagree. He said, "Yeah, I mean."
I've always told myself, like, I'm never gonna let social media make me make dumb decisions. You know, I had done getting hit in the club. I had already sprinted a half fucking marathon. So I'm like, yo, I'm tired. I'm trying to go home, eat, and Tinder swipe, G. You know what I mean? So I'm there.
You know, some things you just don't say in public. I mean, hey, I mean, teacher, I mean, I've said some crazy shit though.
Just like, man, shit. Okay. The world wants me to be a big dude and be like, nah, fuck you. But I'll be like, you know what? I gotta go home to my family and shit. I'm like, all right, bro, my bad. Say sorry, all right, bro, sorry. And then the shit was over.
Right.
And I encourage anybody in that situation to do the same thing. I'm gonna teach my son the same thing, because at the end of the day, man, social media is convincing too many people to act tough when they don't need to. And the same people that are telling you to act tough are the same people who will be saying RIP.
The situation was pretty divisive, with many people thinking that Dax was weak for being ordered to apologize on camera, with others saying that Dax was absolutely right in doing so, as in reality it wasn't much of a big deal. Since Dax wasn't a mainstream artist, many people's only exposure to him was seeing him get pressed by Tory. Not only that, but despite Dax saying he was jumped in interviews, Tory said to DJ Academics that he just randomly saw Dax and that Dax made that story up to seem less weak. So many people thought that Dax was lying about this situation. Following that, he even had Nav calling him corny in a video for Genius.
Nah, I can't. Nah, I just can't. It's like, come on, bro, this is corny. Ain't this the guy that said sorry to Tory Lanez or something?
Shit. Damn.
He's crying over a girl that left for another dude.
Destroy me and then push me to the
Oh shit! Oh lord! Oh, you've done the same shit, nickel. You've done the same shit. I remember all the things that I was doing for you. Never sending bands on you. She got freeze with them on the sheets. Then I Christian on her feet. I remember that my homies had a rock. All that shit I need a freezer. Whipping up and beat her. Whipping up 2-seater. Says she love me, don't believe her. Can't be mediocre. 20 on her choker. You've done the same shit. You've sung and rapped about a whole girl that left you or was doing you wrong too. Nigga, you can't, hey, nah, you can't do that.
Artist, bro.
By this point, Dax was a huge artist, but he was also known as a prideful, corny, egotistical rapper. But it wasn't over, as 2019 would be a very rough year for Dax's image. In March of 2019, the YouTuber Progress released a video called Dax Stole a Lil Peep Verse and More. In the video, he explained how Dax's song Not Tonight featuring Lil Peep
What? Dax stole a Lil Peep verse and more proof. What Lil Peep verse did he steal?
Lil Peep verse and more. In the video, he explained how Dax's song Not Tonight featuring Lil Peep was actually stolen from the guy who owned the rights to it. Basically, Dax was trying to get a feature on the song with the guy who...
How much for a Dax verse? They're usually 30K. 3K. But we doing them cheaper right now. What's the most you could do, my G? Damn, well, I'm really serious about this feature, so maybe 1K. If you do 1,000, I can work with that. But is there any amount of money you can put down today as a down payment to secure a spot? I'd have to discuss that with my team. I know Dax is worth way more than that, and I really appreciate this, so I see how much I can put for a down payment. Word, let me know.
on the right to it, but said he needed the track with the...
So me freaking out, I had asked Dax manager for the money back, and he had told me no, that he really couldn't do anything. So I was mad at the manager and not Dax during this time, so I decided to hit up Dax and tell him what was
open to
going
get
on.
it cleared by his management. Then he turned around, had the beat remade.
Dax, I need your help. Please listen. I paid $200 as a down payment for a feature from you. Only problem is your manager doesn't want to give me my money back. I have his number, but he won't pick it up. Please return my $200. I need it. You never told me I couldn't get my money back. We don't give back down payments, fam. Sorry, wasted time. Then do the feature. Huh? Wait.
Changed some stuff around, and posted it as if it was his song featuring Lil Peep, using his death to try to get some extra attention to his channel. He even posted a music video with stolen clips from other Peep videos. Shortly after releasing it though, it was deleted, likely because of copyright or hate, and it was somewhat forgotten about until Progress covered it on his channel.
As Blaine told me directly and other screenshots out there from others involved.
Next, goddamn, hold on. Next stole this Pete verse from Plain B. Plain B bought this verse from Derek Dean before Pete passed and wasn't even aware of the fact that this verse had already been released in a song called 40 Missed Calls. Blaine had arranged a great collaboration between himself, Loved, Sad Kid, and Dex and Pete. It was myself and Emerald on the beat. Plain coordinated everything after Dax. Why did that nigga put a space in between co and ordinated? Everything after Dax begged him to be involved, he went ahead and stabbed him in the back. Dax is a disgrace. Jesus Christ.
Show Dax begged to be on the song, and this was because he originally had declined because he didn't think Pete mattered at all, but after realizing that he was, he tried to take advantage of it. He even used the "I could have been the biggest thing they worked with" line on them, just like he did to Dario. Dax also then says that it's somehow bullshit that they told him either he does things properly or they want their 6K for the Lil Peep verse. I don't see how that's bullshit. It's kinda just how things work, Dax.
On top of that, in this video, Dax was caught scamming his fans after promising a feature and then not delivering.
From the start, the set price was not given. They intentionally told Dario to pay through PayPal, friends, and family, knowing he wouldn't be able to get purchase protection, wouldn't give the down payment back even though it was not specified that it was non-refundable, pressured him with saying his friends were wrong and that this may be the biggest feature he ever gets, refused to drive less than an hour to sign a contract which was desperately needed at this point, and then tried to get Dario to pay $2,000 without a contract to sign a contract.
Everybody cares about quality.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I thought this nigga was just a lame ass nigga who just who made YouTube music. Damn, my nigga, it go that deep. Pause. No, the
guy already paid him and he never gave him the feature. One fan commented, "Damn, after Dax was on that track with Hobson, I became a fan. I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to dislike your video at first, but you won me over by the end. Dax is a bad person for real, no longer a fan." This also isn't the only time this has happened, as he allegedly stole money from someone a couple years ago, as claimed by a guy on Reddit, with other people in the comments claiming they know other people that this has happened to. His huge promise of being the biggest in a year and winning Grammys never came true. Instead, he had a hurt reputation, he was known for being cocky, he got clowned by Tory Lanez, got clowned on by Nav, got exposed for scamming and stealing a Lil Peep verse, and caught doing a bunch more bad stuff. So after this, Dax had to figure out how to recover.
You're insane. You're in pain. I can tell by what you're saying.
I remember that. I didn't think this was the reason why he did it, though. I didn't realize that this Dex become. Oh my god! I remember that, bro. I remember there was actually people who would actually rap their ass off in that shit. But then there was actually people like who did dumb shit.
Ironically enough, I think the song Death to Mumble Rap actually marked the death of the YouTube rap era. Everyone on that song and many artists in that community slowly began declining and people's interest in that scene began waning. But somehow, Dax remained popular. He had a strong core fan base consistently helping him pull in over 1 million views per video. And he even had huge songs like Dear God. He released the EP I'll Say It For You and got some decent streams. But outside of his fan base, he had just as much hate as he had love. Logic is another artist with a a similar situation to Dax, just on a larger scale. Logic has seen immense success in the music industry, more success than 99% of artists will ever see, yet he is constantly mocked on the internet, and Dax seems to be in the same boat. In 2020,
You know why? Because I have never in my life seen a man such as Logic try so hard to convince people that he is a black man. And even, I know he's mixed. I get that. But like, the things that this nigga be saying. I remember there was an interview of him saying something about his black father and his cracker mama, and impregnated it. And like, bro, you get it. You're half black. You got some black in you. All right, nigga, chill. Nigga tries too hard. I don't know, bro.
2021, Dax released the album Pain Paints Paintings, and it was received very poorly. It featured artists like Tom MacDonald, Lecrae, Yelawolf, Clever, and more. Also, as many of you probably know, Tom MacDonald is disliked and found corny by many rap fans, which didn't help Dax's situation at all. It got decent streams from his fans, but similarly to Logic, the general public was not big on the album. On Rate Your Music, it got a 1.2 out of 5 from 112 ratings, and on Album of the Year, it got a 17 out of 100 from 108 ratings. It had reviews like, as expected, corny and unlikable garbage. Good job, Dax, you clout-chasing numbnut. And I promise this is the worst album I have ever heard. Even the title and cover art for the album are viewed as corny. For example, look at the artistry when Kendrick does an introspective album with songs like Mirror, and then compare it to how Dax does it. Regardless, that wasn't all that would happen that would tarnish Dax's public image. He continued doing things that many onlookers outside of his fanbase found extremely corny, like in 2022 when he did the open verse challenge for his song Joker.
You're insane. You're in pain. I can tell by what you're saying, but
I remember that, bro, and it was the fact that some niggas would actually get up there and rap their ass off. And then this nigga doing this dumbass, oh my god, he's going dumb. Shut up, nigga.
This obviously was pretty cringy, led to a ton of memes and some hilarious duets from some other TikTokers, and it was super viral. Someone once asked on Reddit why Dax is so hated, and many users were able to sum up the general consensus on him. Has anyone mentioned he's corny yet? Very cheesy, lyrical, miracle, spiritual, individual type of rapper. Dude can rap his ass off.
And there ain't nothing wrong with that type of rap. It's just, certain things sometimes, it's what you do. It's what you do to make yourself corny. Because, Kendrick ain't corny. Who else isn't corny? Who's a lyrical schmiracle? J. Cole's not corny. Lil Wayne not corny. Lyrical schmiracle. Lyrical schmiracle. Ain't a lot of lyrical schmiracles from my knowledge that I can think of on my head. But lyrical schmiracle ain't bad. It's just how you move as a person that makes it corny.
He's just too try-hard and sweaty. And I looked at the cover art for Joker and listened to about 20 seconds of it and found out why. He's corny. The thing is, Dax was always the same artist. He never changed. He never became corny. He always was. However, people just had a different perception of him because of the time. Many of his fans seem to have grown out of the lyrical schmiracle style of rap and began understanding actual artistry, which Dax wasn't too great at. But Dax was persistent with his output, feeding the fans he did have, and plotting to grow despite the corny YouTube rapper box he was placed in.
They will basically reinvent themselves, their sound, their messaging, their everything.
Instead of trying to escape the corny rapper box he was placed in, it seems like Dax leaned into it. Whether or not it was intentional, Dax continued putting out the same sort of music with the same subject matter, although he sort of began pandering it to a different audience. Instead of trying to market his music to a younger audience by making bangers and talking about how he's the best rapper, Dax shifted his target demographic to a different audience that isn't so quick to call out corniness.
It basically distills everything I hate about some some artists operating within the YouTube rap scene. They will basically reinvent themselves, their sound, their messaging, their everything in order to pander to a specific group of people who they have in mind for the song. And for whatever reason, this audience usually ends up falling under the umbrella phrase of, well, I don't usually like hip-hop, but this?
On March 11th of 2022, Dax released a song, Dear Alcohol, which became a huge song and has over 89 million views on his YouTube channel. It's his biggest song by far, and it reached a slightly different audience. Dear Alcohol is a country rap type of song where he's sung with a bit of country twang about alcoholism. The song had comments like, I'm 7 days sober today. It might not sound like much, but from someone that drank every day for the last 10 years, it's huge. It's a battle every day, but it's a battle I'll fight. It's clear that this song, his biggest song ever, attracted a slightly different fan base than he had before. He continued releasing music, some rap songs, some not. Like his song To Be a Man, which again was more of a country song. That song was pretty huge and eventually even got a remix with the popular singer-songwriter Darius Rucker. For example, in his latest song Eternity, he detailed pretty obvious things about how life is so brief, we all die, it isn't that impactful on the earth, so we should just live in the moment. Very existential stuff, but nothing profound. However, this sort of music means much more to his newer audience than it did to his previous one. The video has comments like, as I am on the brink of retirement, this hit me hard. And I am in my mid-50s and I have never felt music like what you put out. Dax continued to be blessed and a blessing to others. So it's clear that Dax has developed a different audience than he had back in 2018 and 2019. An audience that doesn't care as much if he's the hardest or best rapper out now. They just want to hear songs that speak to them, and that is what Dax is doing. They also probably aren't aware of some of the scummy stuff Dax did a while ago, so that probably helps. So whether or not it was intentional, Dax's embracing of an—
Damn, that scummy shit though, I never knew. That shit went deep though. That shit is crazy. I thought this nigga was just a nigga that was rapping on YouTube. I did not know that he even got in contact with Little Peep and his team. I didn't know he was scamming niggas. I didn't know any of that.
A new audience has helped him gain over 4 million subscribers in the past 4 years. His song Dear Alcohol went gold and debuted at number 28 on the US Hot Country Songs charts. He also got nominated for Breakthrough Artist of the Year at the 2023 Canadian Music Awards, and he even won Top Selling Canadian Single of the Year with Dear Alcohol. It's clear that for better or for worse, sticking to his guns and doubling down on his corniness has helped Dax become more successful than he ever has been before.
Okay. Good for Dax, but damn, I don't know how to feel about that scummy shit. Like, damn. That scummy shit went deep.